Good day, everyone. Tim from Timber Visions here. So I've been wanting to make another one of these firewood bag racks so that I can have one sitting next to the splitter that I can throw bundle wood into. Because right now I throw it into an IBC tote and then transfer it into a bag, just because I don't have enough IBC totes to hold all my bundle wood. But anyway, I only have like, what, 4 of them? Something like that. But I have lots of bags. And this particular one can adjust in height. I have 1.5 inch tubing here and then 2 inch tubing here. And then there's a bolt welded on here so I can loosen that bolt and slide it down and then do the short bags with it also. But with this one, I don't need that. I want it for big bags only. So I'm gonna get a few measurements here. Make sure that you guys can see what I'm doing. Okay, so the total, and this is about perfect here for the big bags. Cause I put a pallet down there, and then the pallet and this height is perfect. So from the ground, it's 78 inches. So I need 78-inch height, and for both of those. And then this here is 49.5. So I think I did 48s, yeah. I did 48. So I think I'm gonna do 50s there. I'd like to have a little bit more length so I can put a little bit more of a gusset there. And then width-wise, I have 41.5. And I think I'm gonna go, because these pallets, see this size pallet's like this size pallet here is it's like a 37. And it can slide up in through here, between here. But I have some that are 42. So I might do 44 inches between, so I can still put these in here in the corners for stability. And I might be able to even move them out a little, make them a little longer. But I'm gonna make it all out of 2.5 instead of, or 1.5 inch tubing instead of 2 inch and 1.5 like this one is, because I won't need that sliding section there. So yeah, so I'll need 2 here that are 44, and then these bottoms I think are 48 also. Yeah, 48, 2 at 48, 2 at 50, 2 at 78. So I need, yeah, three of those at 40, 44. So 3 at 44. We'll do 4 at 40 or at 50 and 2 at 78. And that should get us there. And then I'll just use my spare stuff for these corner supports. But I do like the way it slides. The bag can slide on and off of these arms quite easily. You just lift up the bag a little bit, and those loop straps just slide right off of here. So I do like that. But yeah, pretty sure this is all 1.5 inches. Yep, 1.5 inches, and I think that's 1/8 inch. So we might do 3/16. 1.5 inches, 3/16, since we're not going to use 2 inch on the bottom. So yeah, we're going to do a new form of the log lift bag holder. So when I do firewood production, like you can see here, you see here I have a IBC tote, and I've been throwing all my bundle wood in there. And what I've been doing is when I get 1 or 2 of these full, then I put a log lift bag there and then throw all this bundle wood up into there and into the bag and then finish it off and then throw the other bulk wood into this while I fill up that bag. I'd like to have it so I'm just always filling one off to the side with bundle wood and then one here with bulk wood as I go, just to streamline the system a little bit and make it a little bit wider. I'll be able to fit those larger pallets in between, and it'll spread it a little bit more, which will, I think it won't hurt anything as far as the bags, you know, or only adding a couple inches. So yeah, I gotta get some metal to do this, and another day because my metal shop's closed right now. But on another day, I'll come back and we'll continue this after I get the metal. So today we're gonna start cutting some metal for the firewood bag stand. So I made myself a little dead man, so because these are 24-foot sticks of metal, and a little bit unruly to say the least. But I have my cut list in my pocket here of what I need to cut here. So we're gonna start cutting. So I need 78 inches. I need 2 at 78 with a 45 on both sides. And then I need 4 at 52 with a 45 on one side. So I'm going to do the 52, the 45, and then off of that 45, I'll do the 78. So I got 52 here. And we'll cut a 45 on this guy. Okay, make a cut here. Should be 52. Let me double check. Measure twice, cut once at 52. And we'll cut it here. Okay, so you can see the angle here. Then when we get down here, it's going to be the other way. So opposing 45s. So this will be the upright pieces. All right, should be able to see this one pretty good. This way. All right. So now I got 2 52s and 2 78s. I still need 2 more 52s with the 45 on one side. So I'm going to do that because I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I need 4 52s. So this will end up just being, we'll make some bracing with that. And then I'll get my other stick, a 24-inch stick, 24-foot stick out, and we'll cut those other 52s. Okay, so I have both 78s with 45s on each end, and then 4 52s with 45s on one end. So these are the verticals, and these are the horizontals. So basically they make a big C. The up and down ones, the 78s, and then the 52s are the ones that are in the top and on the bottom. That'll make more sense later. If you have seen my other Firewood bag rack, you'd probably know what I'm talking about. But now I just need to cut 3 or 4. We'll see how much I have here. I'm pretty sure I have enough. But 44 straight on both sides. And those are the ones that go in between the two C's. 2 on the bottom and 1 part way up. We'll see. All right, so I got the 2/78 with 45s on both sides, the 4/52s with 45 on one side, 3 at 44 inches straight on both sides, and then I made 2 1-foot gussets to go at the top, and then 2-foot to go at the bottom, just to kind of support the frame as it goes up. So now time to prepare some edges for welding and start laying some stuff out. But at least the cutting's done now. I will say this cold cut saw, dry cut saw, whatever you want to call it, performed great. And you can see all of the sawdust. This whole little cut back here is full of it. So it's like pull out. Oh, yeah. So you can just dump that in the garbage. Be done with it all. Quite a bit in there. But yeah, we'll get that done. But yep, saw worked great. I'll put a link for this saw in the description. I'll also put a link to the video where I first got this, kind of talk through the specs and stuff. But pretty good saw. Okay, so I got all these ends prepared. You know, grind off all of the scale and then bevel them a little bit. So it was a nice spot to weld at. So all my pieces are prepared and ready to start some welding. So I don't know if I'll be doing that today or not. I have a few things to do here, but we got going this far, and when I come back, it'll be either later today or another day, but for you, it'll be right now. Okay, so it's a brand new day, and it's on to the next step. I'm in the garage because it's kind of on and off showers today, so you know you'll have that. Anyway, so I have this Clutch brand fitment table, I think is what it's called, or fixture table, I think is what it is. Anyway, and it's got these hold downs, and they actually just thread through the table. Pretty easy to get by. I think it's like 2 foot by 3 foot, something like that. And I run the one end up against here, clamp it down, and the other end up against these, just like here. Gives us something to register against, and get that nice 90-degree here, and we'll weld this stuff up. I am not a professional welder. I have watched a fair amount of YouTube videos. If you're looking for somebody to show you how to weld, Tim Welds is a good channel. That's the guy I watch a lot, and really good stuff. And he breaks it down into very basics and shows you how to do it. But like I said, I'm not a professional welder. Do not do as I do. But this is how I'm going to weld this up. So I'll put the 150-inch onto the 78-inch. I'll move everything down this way, and I'll do the same thing on the other side, or flip it over or something. But we'll get to welding. I'll bring it back when I'm done. Okay, so that's the first corner welded. Had some blowout stuff type going on when I did the other side, because didn't quite have my settings right. But one corner done. Now I'll slide everything down the other direction, and we'll get the other, or basically I'll just flip this over and we'll do the other side. Pretty simple, just some 45s. Okay, so I have the both 50 inches put on this one. Now it's time to start putting some bracing in. So I have these 24-inch outside 24-inch braces. This will be the bottom side, and then on these corners we'll put the 12-inch. That'll be the top side. So we'll get that welded up. We'll come back. All right, so we got that 24-inch brace installed for the bottom. Now, time to put one here. Okay, so there is one side completely welded up. So I just need to do this again, and then I'll weld them together. So, yeah, pretty good start. Took me an hour or so to weld all this up. And the second one should go better. I think I've learned some things in the first one. So I decided to go this direction on the second one. I think this will streamline things. It's a 45-degree angle holder. I'll put a link in the description for it. I'll also put a link for the fixture table in the description. So we'll see. I'll let you know how this one goes. Okay, got the second one welded up. I will say that 90-degree holder thing, I basically had it clamped onto the 78-inch length, clamped there the entire time in upright position. Didn't have to change it until I did the outside corner. So that was a little better way to do it. So I'm glad I had that little 90-degree clamp system. But yeah, now I need to weld these two together with 50-inch pieces in between them. So 2 on the bottom and then 1 probably halfway up. So that'll be next. And now that I'm out here trying to get this last stage done, it starts to rain. So hopefully this won't last long, and we'll move on and get her welded up after it dries off. We'll be back. Okay, the rain let up long enough for me to get most of this welded up. So I have this 3 sides of this welded up, and then 3 sides of this upright welded up. I think I put it 32.5 inches up from the bottom, and then this one needs to be welded yet. I had to, they were kicked out a little bit, so I had to bring those together. But just got that last one to weld on the top side, and then I'll flip it towards me so I can do the bottom side. It'll be like a big table or something. But yeah, coming along, coming together. So I'm going to call this video here basically just the build process of this firewood bag holder. So sometime in the future I'll have this painted and I'll show you how it works if you hadn't seen that before. But that's going to be it for this. This one's probably plenty long, 20 some minutes, I'm sure, or maybe 30. But anyway, thank you for stopping in, watching my video. Until next time, be safe, brothers and sisters.